Yeah, it is live now. So let's start our class today. So yesterday we discussed about Angular. There are two versions are there. What are they, guys? Please tell me what are the versions we are having. What are the languages are available in Angular framework is available in what languages? Very good. JavaScript as well as the TypeScript. It is available in what language, sir? It is available in the JavaScript and TypeScript. But which language is suitable for uh, which is good? Actually, it is not suitable, which is good for good application development. What is the language, sir? TypeScript. What is the language, sir? TypeScript. So right now, that is why we are using a TypeScript. Now I am asking, how to work with the TypeScript? The first thing, how to install TypeScript environment. So the first step is install the Node.js and as well as install the TypeScript. We already completed this one and you can refer my previous video in the YouTube. I will give you the YouTube channel address at the end of the class. The first point, sir, what is the editor we are using for the development? That is very, very important, sir. The editor will increase the productivity of the developer. That is why we always use the good editors. Always we use the good editors. So right now, what is the editor we use for the development? So guys, never ever say, sir, I am using the notepad or I am using the notepad plus plus for the UI development. Means those are the dumb editor or worst editors for the development, sir. Always, most of the companies are using, VS Code editor. What is the editor we are using, sir? VS Code editor. VS means Visual Studio Code editor, sir. Visual Studio Code editor. It is a editor, means it is a software specially designed for developing the applications by using JavaScript or no TypeScript or Angular. That is why I personally prefer, means most of the companies are using this one only. So guys, what is the editor we are using for our learning also? VS Code editor. Sir, how to download this one? So to download, use the following location. It is nothing but Visual Studio code.visualstudio.com download. So see code.visualstudio.com download. So this is a location. After this, there is a system installer is there. You can use a 32-bit version or 64-bit version based on your system need. So Windows, in the Windows section, we have the system installer. If you are different version, different OS, you can use a corresponding versions. Most of us is Windows. That is why go with the Windows. All 7, 8, 10, they can use it. Either you can use the 32-bit 64-bit installer or 32-bit installer. So this is the way I'm going to download and install the same. This is the way I'm going to download and install the same set. So this is what I'm going to use for my application development. What is the editor I am using, sir? Visual Studio Code editor. And once you install the Visual Studio Code editor, it's going to be look like this. See, sir, download the exe file. Next. There is no rocket science in that. Just next. It automatically it install the what software, sir? Visual Studio Code editor. Visual Studio Code editor. So this is the way I'm going to use in my application. Sir, once you install, there is a desktop icon will come and you can simply click on the icon. By default, it's going to be look like this. Let me open it again. So this is the way I'm going to have, sir. So once I have this one, it's going to be look like this. So everybody today download the VS Code editor and install the VS Code editor in your system. Sir, once I install the VS Code editor, how to develop the Typescript programs? How to develop the Typescript programs? Let me show you this one, sir. Observe, everybody create Angular folder in your system and observe in this one I am creating what folder, sir? In this one Angular folder, what is the folder name I am taking? Typescript. Yeah, see, sir, what is the folder I created? Typescript folder. It is empty, so just drag and drop on the Visual Studio Code. Now observe, what is the folder? It is now linked here, Typescript folder. So you can create the Typescript related files in a very easy way, sir. So this is the way I am linking my Typescript folder with the Visual Studio Code. Once I do, sir, all my changes, whatever the creating the file, updating the file, automatically sync with the folder. Never ever use a desktop one, sir. Why? Because don't create the folder on the desktop. Always create the folder in the D drive or E drive. In case of if you your system is crashed, all your examples will be gone. That is why always clean your desktop like this. See how clean it is. So likewise, you should clean your desktop and so that your working is very simpler. And if at all any problem happens also, you can recover from the crash. So this is the way I'm doing. So what is the first step, sir? Download from the location and install the same. So this is the way we are going to set up what environment, sir? My development environment. This is the way I'm going to set up the development environment. And in your resume, remove all the things like Notepad, Notepad++, and Windows 7, Windows XP experience. Don't put such kind of things. Operating system. You are a application developer, sir, not the operating system developer. If you have the Linux skill, can only put some kind of things, sir. Operating system, Windows and Linux. That's it. You are familiar with. Never put Windows 97, 98 and the Windows 7, XP, those kind of things in your resume. It looks ugly. So first step is completed. What is the next step, sir? First, creating the TypeScript file. Creating the TypeScript file. Sir, what is a TypeScript file? How can I create this one? So very simple. I'm asking, how you create a HTML file, sir? What is the file name you are going to take? Suppose I want to create home page. What is the file name you are going to say, take, sir? Very good. What is the extension I am going to take, sir? .html. Very good, Anjan. Very good, Swap. What is the HTML page, sir? Home page.html. I agree with that. What is the extension I am going to take, sir? HTML. Sir, I want to create a style sheet. What is the extension I am going to take, sir? .css. Sir, I want to create a JavaScript file. What is the extension, sir? .js. So if you want to work with the HTML, we are taking .html. If you want to create .css, I'm going to take the style sheet. I will take the .css. If I want to work with the JavaScript file, what is the extension? .js. And in the same way, for TypeScript, you can easily imagine what is the file extension, sir? .ts. What is the file extension I'm expecting, sir? .ts. That is what system is expecting. Create a file with any name, with any name and extension. File extension should be .ts. So this is what creating the TypeScript file. Creating the TypeScript file. Once you create the TypeScript file, sir, the next step would be write some code. Write some code. Third one, compile the code. Fourth one, execute the code. So these are the steps. So right, this is the process for any program, sir. How to work with a program? First, create the file, write some code, compile the code, and execute the code. Is there any difference with other programming languages? No, sir. It is same across any programming language. Across any programming language, we do in the same way. We do in the same way. Sir, once I created this, what is the next step, sir? How to write the code? What is the code I need to write? So let me create for your reference. So observe what is the file I am taking, sir? Example1.ts. Now this is my Typescript file. You can write any Typescript code in this one. But right now I need to give one clarification here. As I explained earlier, Typescript is a new language or extension of JavaScript, sir? It is a new language? No, sir. It is an extension of what language? JavaScript language. It is the extension of what language? JavaScript language. I can comfortably say like this: TypeScript equal to JavaScript plus some additional features, some syntax related changes are there. Except that JavaScript and TypeScript almost similar, sir. Your JavaScript code still valid in your TypeScript also. So right now, so any JavaScript code still valid in the TypeScript also. Most of the code, some changes are there, but still it is valid. Now I am asking one simple question, sir. If it is both are simple, why I need to compile for execution? I will tell you one reason for this. Because a browser can understand what languages. Browser can understand what languages. Guys, browser can understand what languages? HTML. Browser can understand what languages? HTML, as well as what, sir? CSS. It can understand CSS, as well as it can understand what, sir? JavaScript. Browser can understand three technologies, sir. What are they? HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. But right now, I am asking one simple question. All our Angular code, or can I say all these are client programs or not? All Angular code, can I say all are client programs or not? Yes, sir. All these are client programs. Now tell me, these client programs are developed by using what language? TypeScript. These client programs are developed by what language, sir? TypeScript. Now observe. But browser can understand only what languages, sir? These languages only. It cannot understand what language? TypeScript. That is why we compile our code and the TypeScript coding is converted into what language, sir? JavaScript. Now I am asking, what is the purpose of the TypeScript compiler? What is the purpose of the TypeScript compiler, sir? Converting from what language to what language, sir? TypeScript language into the JavaScript. TypeScript language into the JavaScript. Now I am asking, sir, why I need to do this conversion? Sir, why I need to do this conversion? What is the need, sir? Because browser cannot understand our programming. Why? Because browser can only understand what, sir? HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. That is the beauty, sir. So now I am asking, as an Angular developer, you are going to develop the programs. The programs uses what language? TypeScript language. Finally, you convert into what language to, sir? JavaScript, and your browser can execute these programs. Can execute these programs. So let us write famous Amirpet program. Observe. What is the answer? Console.log hello world. So everything is ready. Now I wrote some code here. Sir, how to compile this code? How to compile this code? Now observe. Very simple. Open the command prompt. What is the command, sir? Yesterday itself I installed the TypeScript, sir. Now observe tsc example1.ts. What it is telling, sir? File not found. Why file not found, sir? Because this file example1.ts, observe this file name is same or no? Yes, sir, it is same. But observe why I am getting example means example1.ts not found, because I am executing the command in what folder, sir? My user folder. But actually the file is in what folder, sir? The C drive and the corresponding one. So that is why what I need to do? I need to do like this. So first we need to open the command prompt and we need to move to our folder. We need to move to our folder. You no need to do this one, sir. You can use this shortcut in the address bar. Directly type this command prompt. Tell me, sir, it is a useful shortcut or not? All Amirpet people explain like this only. Like open the command prompt, cmd, change the directory to the corresponding folder. That is not the right way. What is the one, sir? You can directly open the command prompt for any folder by simply typing the cmd. By simply typing the cmd. Now I am asking, what is the command, sir? What is the command I need to use? tsc. What is the command I need to use, sir? tsc. What is the file name, sir? Example1.ts. What it will produce, sir? JS file. File name.js. File name.js. Now let me show you. Observe, sir. This is my TypeScript version. This is my TypeScript version. And what is the exact version, sir? JavaScript 1. What is the exact version, sir? JavaScript 1. Now tell me, this is what you developed. This is what we developed. And this is what generated by whom, sir? TypeScript compiler. This is generated by whom, sir? TypeScript compiler. So this is what as a programmer we need to know. Now tell me, what are the steps in the Angular programming? The first step, creating the TypeScript file, writing our application code, compile the code, and finally it will be executed by JavaScript. Sorry, our browser. Our JavaScript code got executed by browser. Now I am asking, sir, how to compile the code? What is the command, sir? tsc file name dot ts. So it will generate what is the file, sir? File name dot js. It will generate what is the file, sir? File name.js. How to execute the command, sir? How to execute the node JavaScript code from the command line? What is the name, sir? Node file name.js. Node file name.js. So this is the way we are going to do. Now observe, I am running the code node example1.js. You can see the output, sir. Sir, what is the path variable? Because again I'm telling, if the tsc is not recognized such kind of stuff, just install the node.js and install the TypeScript also. Please verify my previous videos swap. So please do that. Okay, in the end, I guess at the end of the class I explained that how to install the node.js and how to install the TypeScript. Okay, please do that. Please do that. Okay, so that if you're still facing a problem, tomorrow we can see. Now I am asking, what are the steps, sir? Again I'm asking. Observe, what is the editor I am using, sir? VS Code editor. Okay, download the VS Code editor. Then I will show you the flow, sir, how you are going to practice. Download and install the VS Code editor. After this, open the Visual Studio Code. After this, open the Visual Studio Code. See, if you open, it's going to be look like this. What is the next step, sir? Create a TypeScript folder in your in your location. Now drag and drop here. Now you can see this is the file explorer, and you can see the all the files. You can remove the files also if you need, based on your things. Sir, I deleted the files here. It automatically deletes from your folder also. That is why it is empty. What is the next step, sir? Create a file. What is the file extension I need to take, sir? Example one, any file name. What is the one, sir? TS. Write some JavaScript code, console.log my first TypeScript program. Sir, I provided the code. What is the next step, sir? Open the command prompt. Don't do uh, any other thing, sir. Simply type the CMD here. Automatically, the path is set to the current folder. That is a good thing, sir. Always learn the good things. Don't do it blindly, lazily. So always do it in a good way. Now I have the command prompt. What is the next command? I am expecting answer from everyone. How to compile the code? What is the command I need to execute? So guys, if you sit idly, you never learn, sir. You never learn. I'm expecting answer from everyone. Don't sit idle in my class. What is the command I need to run? What is the command I need to run? Very good, Anjan, Janardhan, Ramanjanelu, Vivek. What about others, sir? Very good, Rakesh. Very good, Janardhan. What about others? There are so many people in the classroom. What about others? Very good, Vikas. Kalyan, Hema, Patil, Harika, Anu. What is the command I need to use for compilation? Again, I am repeating the question. I want answer from everyone. What is the command I need to use for compilation, guys? Anu, Harika, Hema. Good, Anu. Good, Patil, Hema, Harika, and Krishnaveni. Guys, I want answer. That's it. Harika, I didn't explain that ng build process. I'm asking what is the command to compile TSC? Sorry, I gave the answer. Okay, then. Okay, what is the command, sir? Very simple. TSC file name.ts. What is the file name, sir? Example1.ts. What it will do, sir? It will compile all your TypeScript code into the JavaScript code. Now, what is the command to run this code, sir? Node example1.js. This is the way. So guys, again I'm telling, we are not learning in a classroom. We are learning through online. In online, interaction is the key for learning. Don't misunderstand me. Sir is asking everyone to type in what is in there. Interaction is very, very important. Involvement is very, very important. If you involve, the chances of getting the learning is very, very high, sir. You learn a lot. If you don't involve, the chances of learning very, very small or very, very low. That is why I'm asking everyone to type in some of the things so that you can easily learn, sir. So that is the way we are going to compile the code and you can execute the logic. You can execute the logic. Now the next steps. This is what I'm having, and this will be give the output. I will share this file after completing the class, and I will place in our drive set. Now, next steps. Any program deals with two things. What are they? Any program deals with two things. What are they? Any programs contains two things. What are they? Very good, Ramanjanelu. Very good. Any program deal with two things. What are they? You already know, sir. Very good, Swapnil. Compile and execute. Yeah, in the program, what we will write? That's what I'm asking for more elaboration. In a program, what we will write? Okay. Data and logic. Do you agree with this thing, sir? Any program deal with two things. What are they? Data. It manages the data through logic. It manages application data or program data through logic. And finally, it will give you the output. I agree with that. It will print the whatever the data it's having. So now tell me, any program handles two things, deals with two things. What is the first one? Data, and the second one is logic. Now I am asking, where we store the data? Don't say memory. In the program or in the database, don't say database. Where we store the data in the program. Very good, Swapnil. Very good, Swap. Where we store the data in a program. Very good, Rakesh. Very good, Ramanjanelu. Where we store the data in a program? Variables. Very good, Vivek. We store the data. We store the program data, dynamic data in the variables. And in the same way, where we write the logic, sir? Where we write the logic? Very good, Swap. Where we write the logic, sir? Everybody knows, sir. In a program, where we write the logic? In a function, methods. I agree with that. Methods. Very good, sir. We write the logic in blocks. We call this blocks as a, in general, we call this one as what's that? Functions. Logic in the functions. Now tell me, when you are learning any programming language, these are the basic constructs we need to learn, sir. We need to learn or not. In the TypeScript programming also, I will start this point. What is the first one, sir? Sir, how to create a variable? Creating a variable. Creating a variable. First one, we use var let. For this purpose, what is a variable I am going to use, sir? What is how to create a variable? We can create a variable by using a var keyword or let keyword. We can use var keyword or a let keyword. So very simple. Let me show you this one, sir. Observe var variable name colon data type equal to value. This is the complete syntax. You can use a var or you can use a let. In the JavaScript programming, uh, until 2000 means 2015, what is the standard we are using, sir? Where only. Later on, latest JavaScript standard, you can also use what, sir? Let. But in the TypeScript, this let feature is available from very long time, from a very long time. So for your understanding, let me show you. So this is what TypeScript and JavaScript, sir. Now tell me, what is the TypeScript, sir? It is a new language or extension of JavaScript, sir? It is the extension of the JavaScript. So all the JavaScript related things still is there in what, sir? Still is available in the TypeScript also, and as well as some more features, as well as some more features. Right now, how you create a variable in the JavaScript, sir? What is the syntax we can use? Where. In the TypeScript, we and let is also possible with the modern JavaScript. Also, you can use what, sir? Let. But right now, in the JavaScript, you no need to specify what's a data type. But in the TypeScript, you should specify the data type also. We should specify the data type also. So very simple program. Let me show you. Example 2.ts. The beauty of the TypeScript I will show you. I'm using let because that is the standard. I'm always use a let id colon. What is the data type set? Number equal to 100. This is the TypeScript related things. ID1, let me say ID2. This is ID1 var. So this is the way I can develop a, means I can create a variable and I can store the data. What is the advantage of providing the data type? Observe. See, sir, all the corresponding functions is automatically supplied or automatically give the suggestions by your editor or not. Now tell me, what is the editor friendly programming language, sir? Or developer friendly programming language? What is a developer friendly programming language, sir? TypeScript. That is why we are going for what language? TypeScript language, or Angular people are going for what language? TypeScript. In the same way, let me show you. I'm writing some logic here. Tell me, sir. Now, is it a valid assignment or invalid assignment? Invalid assignment. Now tell me, your editor automatically telling the problems or not? Your editor automatically telling the problems. Why it is? Because the language is providing the rules for us. So right now it is you defined it as a what variable? String variable. That is the beauty of the type. TypeScript. The data type is very important. In JavaScript it is not so. In JavaScript it is not, but it is very important in what programming language? TypeScript programming language. You are understanding good, sir? I hope so. That's good. So observe, sir, this is what we are going to do. For example purpose, you can use where or you can use a let also. So this is the way we can develop. Now, sir, what is the difference between them? Sir, you are giving two options, but sir, what is the difference between them? What I should use in my programming? What is the latest one, sir? Let. Let is very powerful than where, sir. How it is possible? Let me show you. So far, what is the one in your program? Don't use the where anymore, sir. Always use the let. Observe let. I'm going to say id equal to 100. How to write a function? You already know. Function in any JavaScript, I'm writing m1. Let me use I so that now I'm asking one question. Console.log I. Can I access I variable or cannot access it? Can I access I variable in the function? Yes, we can. Very good. We can access what variable, sir? I variable. Why? Because I is called as a what variable? Global variable. Do you agree with this one, sir? This one is accessible. This one is accessible. Not only one function, or but any function in the language or not, in your program or not. That is why I is called as a what function, what variable, sir? Global variable. Now I am asking. Observe. Let j equal to 200. Now observe the points. Can I access j variable? Can I access j variable? Yes. It is inside the function and you can use a j variable. Now I am asking, can I access j variable here? Why is it? It is defined in what function? M1 function, it cannot access outside. Now, local variable, it is a local variable to the function. Now observe, console.log k. Can I access k variable inside the block? Because it is a block level variable. I can access the k variable. But I am asking one simple question. Think and tell me, can I access k variable outside? No, no, it is not possible. Why? Because it is defined inside the block. But observe, you can access it. By using the var, by using the var, you cannot create what level variable, sir? Block level variable. You can create the global variable, you can create the global variable, and you can create the local variable, but you cannot create what variable, sir? A block level variable. That is a problem with the var. That is why the companies are providing, instead of var, they are using what, sir? Let. Observe, this is the right behavior or not? You can access the k variable inside the if block, but you should not access it outside. That is the right behavior. This right behavior is possible. This right behavior is possible with var or let, sir. This right behavior is possible with what declaration, sir? Var variable or let variable. That is what select, sir. That is why we should go for what variable declaration, sir? Let. So in the programming, always we should use what, sir? Let. So by using the let, you can create what variable? Global variable. You can create the function variable or local variable, and you can create what's a block level variable. That is the answer you need to give. And in your interview process, using let, we can create global, function, and block variable. Using var, we can create global and function or local variable only. That is an important difference. Swap, okay. If I don't provide any data type, automatically the data type is available based on the things. Now observe. See, see, you can observe. I is assigned as a what data type? Number data type. Okay. If you don't provide also, your TypeScript automatically analyze the closest data type. The closest data type. What is the closest data type for 100 set? It is what? A number. So it do it internally, even though if you don't provide. Swap, your doubt is clear? Okay, thank you. So this is the way we are going to develop. This is the way we are going to develop our code. So now tell me guys, always we should use what is the variable set? What is the variable? How to declare a variable by using where or let? Let. This is the way we can do. So everyone understand creating this one, sir? Okay. Now the question is, sir, in the TypeScript, as we told earlier, always we need to provide the data type. Always we need to provide the data type. Now tell me, the data type you didn't provide, is it good or bad? It is bad, but TypeScript is very, very intelligent enough to identify the data type of itself. So see here, even though if I don't provide, TypeScript automatically calculate the data type. Now tell me, I assign what value, sir? 100. I assign what value? 100. Now tell me 100 is what data type, sir? Number data type. Tomorrow we can discuss about more about the data types. Not today. What are the TypeScript data types? What are the JavaScript data types are available? But today, what is the data type of ICER? It automatically detects you are providing or your language is automatically doing. Language is automatically doing. That is why I suggest you to use a TypeScript for your development. Everyone following, right? Because Maharana, complete, able to understand? Thanks. If you don't provide, who will take the decision, sir? Who will take the decision? Your TypeScript language or compiler. Very good, sir. There is no rocket science in this one. Very simple thing. Suppose observe. Tell me. See, sir. I equal to I. What data type it is doing? String. Why? Because you assign what data? String data. Because you assign what data? String data. Now tell me, if you don't provide any data type, who is taking care of everything? Your compiler or your language? Both are same. The language will take, means the compiler will take the automatic decision for us. So this is the way we can work in the programming, guys. So which one I should use? Where or let? Let. So let me save this one. So guys, September 29th. So guys, all the running nodes as well as examples are placed in our drive. So just go through the one and have a look into that and practice the similar things. So what is your today's work? What is your today's work? I guess what is the today's work? Install the TypeScript, install the Node.js and everything. Once you install, practice these simple examples, whatever I provided to you. And as well as this is my YouTube channel. And what is your job? Just go through the channel and there is a video is there for everything.